A lot of people struggle with diminished self-worth, often stemming from a pattern of critical inner dialogue at some point in their journey. This compelling statistic raises an essential question: what's happening inside our minds? Today we tackle a transformative yet demanding subject: breaking free from the grip of negative thinking. This isn't solely about quieting the inner critic. It's about equipping ourselves to lead lives rich with meaning and fulfillment. Stoicism, an ancient and profound philosophy, reveals that our thoughts are far from passive whispers. They are the decisive forces shaping both our joy and our suffering. The Stoics recognized a timeless principle: while the external world may be beyond our grasp, our interpretation of it remains firmly within our control. These philosophers were not mere thinkers. They were mental warriors, facing the tumult of uncontrolled thoughts and emotions with logic, discipline, and serenity. In this exploration, we'll unravel the influence of negative thinking and uncover actionable Stoic techniques to overcome it. Our goal is to cultivate a mindset liberated from negativity and driven by virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-restraint. If you're hesitant, I invite you to stay the course. This journey might challenge entrenched beliefs, but it also paves the way for profound personal transformation. And if this resonates, consider sharing it with others seeking growth. A simple act, like subscribing, can also support this deeper dive into Stoic philosophy. Let's embark. Understanding negative thinking and its effects. Negative thinking isn't a minor nuisance. It's a pervasive force that touches every corner of our lives, from how we rise in the morning to the choices we make regarding health, careers, and relationships. But what exactly lies at the heart of negative thinking? It's a habitual tendency to anticipate failure, undermine our efforts, and question our worth. But why do we fall prey to such patterns? The Stoics believed that events themselves are not the source of our distress. Rather, it is our interpretation of them that troubles us. As Epictetus famously stated, people are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. This insight is central to understanding negativity. It is not reality that binds us, but the lens through which we perceive it. Psychologist Carl Jung deepened this understanding, noting, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Negative thoughts often arise from unconscious beliefs shaped by past experiences, societal norms, or personal failures, beliefs that operate unchecked. By bringing these to the surface, we diminish their hold on us. Consider the impact in daily life. When faced with challenges, negativity convinces us that failure is inevitable, paralyzing us into inaction. It's akin to rowing a boat anchored to the shore. No matter how hard we strive, progress remains elusive. Stoicism offers tools to cut this anchor and regain freedom of movement. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, advises us to scrutinize our thoughts carefully, discarding those that are irrational or harmful. This practice of self-examination empowers us to detach from toxic mental habits and reclaim control of our inner world. The origins of negative thought patterns. Negative thinking often springs from diverse origins: early life experiences, societal expectations, past disappointments, and even offhand remarks from others. These elements sow the seeds of doubt and fear, which can grow into entrenched negativity. For example, a child repeatedly told they are not good enough may internalize this message as truth. An education system that prioritizes flawless performance can further erode self-confidence. Aristotle's assertion, "We are what we repeatedly do," holds here. Habitual negative thoughts shape a limited sense of self. Fear is another root cause: fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, preparation for adversity, encourages us to confront fears directly, diminishing their emotional power over us. Societal influences exacerbate the issue. In a culture fixated on success, wealth, and status, it's easy to feel inadequate. Stoicism counters this by teaching us to focus on internal virtues, redefining success as personal growth rather than external validation. Shifting the mindset, the Stoic way to positivity. Transforming our mindset isn't about adopting fleeting optimism. It's about reshaping our internal dialogue at its core. Stoic thinkers emphasize that our emotions are born of judgments, and those judgments are ours to revise. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This realization marks the first step toward renewal, evaluating our thoughts, aligning them with reason, and nurturing those that inspire growth. Carl Jung's insight that what you resist persists aligns with Stoic philosophy. Instead of suppressing negativity, we acknowledge and analyze it, robbing it of its hidden power. Practical approaches include daily affirmations, reflective journaling, and engaging with thought-provoking content. Socratic questioning helps us stay true to our values, while Aristotle's ideals of justice and wisdom guide the development of a more resilient mindset. The role of environment and relationships. Our surroundings, be they people, environments, or media, play a critical role in shaping our thoughts. Seneca's advice, "Associate with those who can make you better," encourages us to seek relationships that foster growth. Aristotle's concept of virtuous friendships underscores the power of relationships built on mutual respect and shared principles. Such connections inspire us to reach our highest potential. Similarly, Plato's allegory of the cave illustrates the transformative power of exposing ourselves to new perspectives. Expanding our environment enables us to step beyond limited viewpoints and embrace enlightenment. Practically, this might involve curating what we consume online, creating an orderly living space that reflects mental clarity, or participating in communities that support constructive dialogue and personal growth. Cultivating a resilient inner world. Overcoming negative thinking isn't just about understanding it. It demands deliberate and consistent effort. Every negative thought we challenge is a step toward the life we envision. By integrating Stoic practices like thoughtful introspection, virtuous action, and affirming what uplifts us, we forge a mindset capable of withstanding life's challenges. Let's commit to this journey, not merely to silence negativity, but to live a life guided by wisdom, courage, and lasting inner peace. The Stoics teach us that comprehension and intention alone fall short. Action is indispensable. As Epictetus astutely remarked, "First, determine who you wish to become, and then undertake the actions necessary to achieve it." This simple yet profound advice embodies a core Stoic principle. Aspirations must be realized through deeds, not merely contemplated in thought. From the Stoic perspective, action signifies engaging in behaviors and practices that uphold philosophical principles. It requires making intentional daily decisions rooted in wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. By actualizing these virtues through actions, we confront harmful thoughts that diminish our worth or abilities, replacing them with empowerment and confidence in our capabilities. Similarly, Aristotle emphasizes the pivotal role of action in his doctrine of the mean, where virtue is not just a mindset, but a character trait shaped by habitual practice. He posits that we cultivate justice through just actions, bravery through courageous deeds, and temperance through disciplined behavior. Thus, action is both the manifestation of virtue and the mechanism through which it develops. Plato enhances this understanding through his theory of forms, asserting that genuine knowledge naturally leads to virtuous action. For Plato, aligning conduct with one's understanding of virtue advances both moral character and intellectual development, guiding individuals closer to the ideal of goodness. Psychologist Carl Jung's concept of individuation, the unification of conscious and unconscious elements of the mind, further highlights the necessity of action. According to Jung, growth arises not from reflection alone, but through experiences that test and expand our mental frameworks. His statement, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do," mirrors the Stoic belief that action is a true indicator of character and maturity. Stoic practice goes beyond neutralizing negativity. It involves proactively living out Stoic values. It's about making deliberate choices, large or small, that embody personal growth and philosophical consistency. Whether it's responding kindly during a heated exchange, confronting a long-held fear, or offering forgiveness, every action moves us closer to our ideal selves. Additionally, Stoicism encourages embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Hardships are not obstacles to be avoided, but arenas in which to cultivate resilience, patience, and fidelity to principles. Establishing daily goals aligned with Stoic ideals, contributing to community welfare, or adopting reflective habits like journaling and meditation are practical ways to embody Stoicism. Each step strengthens our character, nurtures virtue, and counters negativity. The Stoics also understood the transformative impact of language. Epictetus urged, "First understand the meaning of your words, and then speak." Words, they believed, influence both thought and emotion, serving to either fortify or erode the inner fortress of the mind. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on how speech should adhere to virtues such as honesty, temperance, and kindness, advocating for words that build rather than harm. Aristotle's framework of ethos, pathos, and logos sheds light on the power of communication. Effective speech demands credibility, ethos, emotional resonance, pathos, and logical coherence, logos. Language not only conveys information but also sways emotions, shapes opinions, and inspires action, thereby altering the world around us. Plato's dialogues demonstrate how language can guide others toward clarity and self-realization. Through his dialectical method, Socrates illuminated deeper truths, showing how conversation can challenge beliefs and foster personal growth. Jung's insights into the unconscious reinforced the Stoic focus on deliberate speech. He asserted that language both reflects and influences subconscious drives. By carefully choosing words, whether in dialogue or self-talk, we integrate our psychological layers, fostering greater awareness and harmony. The Stoics valued self-dialogue as a tool for cultivating resilience. Negative self-talk corrodes motivation and feeds helplessness, while affirmations grounded in Stoic values inspire strength and resolve. Modern cognitive behavioral techniques align with this Stoic principle, using affirmations to reinforce emotional resilience and a commitment to virtue. In Stoicism, language is far from abstract. It wields real influence. Words shape inner and external realities, affecting thoughts, feelings, and interactions. Each word carries the potential to build or destroy, illuminate or obscure, heal or harm. As we nurture Stoic virtues, let us remain vigilant about the transformative power of our actions and words. These elements pave the way to a life rich in meaning and moral excellence, turning obstacles into opportunities for self-improvement. Thank you for exploring Stoic wisdom with us today. Remember, the actions you perform and the words you choose form the bedrock of a purposeful life. If you found this discussion enriching, I invite you to join us in our next video, which delves into the Stoic approach to overcoming adversity. Together, let's continue building a community anchored in wisdom and resilience.